What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to continue working on the 2007 Street Glide that in the last video put a link here or here, I don't know. Either way, the one we did the shifter shaft bushings on, 10-minute fix. Today the problem that we're going to attack in this video is the gentleman's right LED turn signal is not working. It's not just a bulb. There's an electrical issue. I've already started to dive into it a little bit, finding some neat stuff, so I figured I'd bring you along. If it was just a bulb, anybody can replace a bulb. So let's get the motorcycle turned on. All right, got the motorcycle on. We can see this tail light or turn signal is burned out. Customer does have LEDs on it, so he does have a signal stabilizer or load equalizer with a run brake turn module on it. If I hit the brakes, see that nothing happens, and if I hit the turn signal, you can see that nothing happens. So let's dive into this a little bit and see what we come up with. Okay, we're going to just pop this lens off. Pull this wiring and this LED insert out. Now, how we're going to test this is with a handy dandy test light. This test light here has a digital display that will display voltage right there. If you don't have a test light like this, a regular $20 multimeter from Walmart will do the same trick. If you don't have one, man, they're great. We're going to check our test light off camera just to make sure it's working and we have a good ground. And we do. Okay, now we're going to back probe the socket. The reason we're back probing the socket is if there's a fitment issue inside of the housing, we won't be able to know it. So right there, you probably can't even see it. Oh, yeah, 1.2 volts. So that's probably not enough to light that light. Just for a reference, let's get you over to the good working side. Get this side back probed. And there you can see got 4.7, 4.8 volts. So that's a huge difference between the two. Let's check our ground real quick on this, on the bad side, and then we'll figure out what's going on. We have the meter hooked to the positive starter, or the positive post on the starter. And you can see we do have a good ground there. This ground should carry power. Right there, 12.2 volts, so it carries full voltage. So our next place to go after this is to the wiring diagrams. Over at the computer, you can see we have the wiring diagrams pulled up. This is the light right here, the right rear directional lamp that we're having a problem with. So we have the purple wire that goes all the way back to to number 1, and the black wire that goes all the way back to number 2. The black wire is the ground in all of this circuit. This piece right here is a printed circuit board that is inside of the taillight housing. Like I said, I've already done some digging on this, so I know there's power and ground to pin number 1. So what we're concerned about is this 6-pin to 8-pin connector here. We need to know what each of these wires does and what their purpose is. So if we go down to you have to bear with me here because Harley puts a lot of stuff on their wiring diagrams. So what I'm going to do is take a piece of paper and I'm going to write what each one of them is based on pin number. Pin number 1 is a brown. Pin number 2 is orange white. Pin number 3 is a violet. Pin 4 is empty. Pin 5 is a black. Pin 6 is a red, yellow, and pin 7 is a blue. So let's start with pin 1, this wire right here, and see where that takes us. Goes up, comes over, goes up. There's a splice there. There's a splice there that goes to the front turn signal, so we're on the right path. The brown wire is the 12 volt feed for the right turn signal. Right there it says. So brown is 12 volt right turn signal. Okay, let's find out what the orange and white does. Orange and white comes up off the connector, bunch of splices. Does it run back to the ECM or the turn signal security module? No, it doesn't. Orange and white comes up off of the connector, splices over, up, and over to the 15 amp accessory fuse. So that's a 12 volt switch. Power. The violet wire comes up, over, up, hits that splice, left turn signal feed. So it's a 12 volt left turn signal. Black goes to the system relay. Right here. Red, yellow is power from the system relay. And blue is 12 volt switched from the light fuse. All right, let's get the bike out of the air, get the seat off, get to this connector right here, connector 7A, 7B, and get our test light going. Take the thumb screw out. Let's get the seat off. Sit that out of the way. And Right here we can see part of connector 7A, 7B. This is actually 7B that feeds the motorcycle. Right here is connector 7A that is coming from the motorcycle to the rear turn signal. This is a turn signal stabilizer module from Harley-Davidson. Let's get our test light and our back probe and our cheat sheet that we wrote up. Turn the bike on. And see what we got. Hook our test light to negative. Always check your equipment to make sure it's working. Shows battery voltage. So, pin number 1, a brown wire no power, but blinking at 11 volts, 9 volts, 8 volts. That's the brown wire, number 1, that goes to the right turn signal. So something is causing a power drop between the harness coming in from the bike to the rear turn signal. So let's take this pin directly to the other side to check the connector. If we have a corroded connector in there or what have you, it will cause a voltage drop across the pin. Again, no power, but we're blinking at battery voltage 11.2. Let's check the brown wire on the connector 7B. I have barely any power. I can see a little red flicker in the test light, but there's no power coming to it. Disconnect it. Now what do I have here? 3 volts, 4 volts, 0.4 volts. But the light is still not illuminating. All right. Right now, I'm suspecting this Harley-Davidson module is bad. Easy way to check. Real easy way to check. You don't even need to go through all this test light procedure and everything else. Disconnect the module out of the circuit. Reconnect the module, or reconnect the factory connector. Oh my God. That's bright. Just for proof of concept, we went from having 2 volts across the connector to 9, 10 volts across the connector. So I'm going to call this thing right here junk. Goes right in the trash. But the question is, how do we make this all right? How do we make the turn signals function as run, brake, turn, and also flash properly with LEDs without using the Harley-Davidson module? I'm a huge fan. If you watch the channel, you know I love Custom Dynamics stuff. Custom Dynamics, I've never had one of their modules fail on me. But both of these modules have a 5-year warranty. Karyaka module only has 1. This is their signal stabilizer. The part number is Gen 2-SSHD. And it literally is a plug and play affair. This piece here plugs into the harness coming off the bike, and I just drop this down in the battery cavity. If you don't want run, brake, turn, you would just hook this back up now. But this customer wants run, brake, turn. So we're going to get this module, sorry for the glare, Gen Smart TPU HD. We're going to plug it into the stabilizer and then plug the triple play into the bike. Just going around back here to the back. Went ahead and reassembled the turn signals back into their housing. You can see we have all 3 lights on now. We have brake lights at work, run, brake, turn. We also have turn signals that we didn't have before. Both of them work. So there you go, guys. That's it. Wasn't a turn signal bulb after all. Wouldn't waste your time with a video like that. Ended up being a faulty load equalizer module from Karyaka. I'm not a big fan of those, to be honest. I've gotten burned several times on those, chasing electrical problems. Different ways through the bikes, turn signals stuck on, stay on, turn signals don't work, turn signals intermittent. I always find that it's the Karyaka module. Custom Dynamics modules, like I said, I've never had fail. Custom Dynamics modules have a 5-year warranty on them, so if there is a problem with them, you literally call Custom Dynamics up, tell them what the problem is, they will walk you through troubleshooting, and if there is a problem with their module, they will ship you a new one. They have the best customer service I've ever seen for a small business. The Triple Play has 10 different user selectable flash patterns for the brake lights. You can have it flash a little bit, have it flash a lot of bit, give people a short seizure, give people a long seizure. It's all about you and it's all about your safety, so you pick what you want. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by, checking out the video, checking out the channel. If this is your first time stopping by and you like what you saw, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's not really a subscribe button, it's more of my logo. So click on the logo so that way you stay tuned for all videos coming up. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.